Hello, welcome. I am Grace. So glad you are here, and we are going to be discussing bandhas today. There are four bandhas that we will discuss today. And a bandha is an energy lock, a closure or a seal that contains, locks in, and seals the prana inside the body. By sealing the bandha or lock, we prevent prana and life force energy from leaking out of the body. This allows the pranic life force energy to build up and intensify in the body. This increased pranic energy allows the body to use this energy to heal, restore, vitalize, as well as dissolve dense energy patterns and energy blockages. So prana can flow naturally and powerfully for vibrant health and well-being. When we hold and engage the bandhas, we increase the flow of prana life force in the nadis, most especially the Sushumna nadi that flows up the spine. When the Sushumna nadi, or great river, it is often called, flows powerfully in the body, the energetic and physical body will benefit by spiritual growth and spiritual awakening, as well as physical well-being. As the energy intensifies from holding the bandhas during asana practice or pranayama practice, two things occur. The prana builds and intensifies from the asana practice, and that increased prana also won't leak out. It is sealed at the bandhas and contained in the body for healing and well-being. As the pranic energy of the body increases and intensifies through this practice, the Sushumna nadi awakens the dormant Kundalini energy at the base of the spine. Rising Kundalini energy triggers a spiritual awakening in the body, mind, and soul. This creates a healthy upward flow of energy in the body, mind, and a lighter body, a lighter emotions, more relaxed state of being, and a genuinely happy state of being. The four bandhas we will discuss today are as follows. The Moolabanda, or Rootlock, which is located at the pelvic floor. The Uddiyanabandha, or diaphragm lock, which is located at the core or the belly. The Jarondalabanda, or throat lock, located at the throat. Lastly, the Mahabanda, or the ultimate bandha, which involves the engagement of all three bandhas simultaneously. Benefits of engaging the bandhas include increased flow to the nadis, the brain centers, chakras, pranavayas, a purification of the entire physical and energetic body systems, releasing of emotional wounds and blocked energy, increasing circulation of energy and blood, strengthening of the organs, quieting of the mind, balancing inner systems such as the metabolic system, circulatory, and hormonal systems. Contraindications. It is not advised to engage the bandhas, most especially the Moolabanda, during menstruation. Also, if pain occurs at any time due to holding the bandhas, please release them. Let's talk a little bit more about each bandha and explain them. Let's begin with the Moolabanda or Rootlock. The Moolabanda is a lifting up of the pelvic floor. And when the lock is engaged, you feel a lift of the pelvic floor. The exact location is the perineum, or the area between the anus and testes for men, and the bottom of the pelvic floor behind the cervix for women. Use the same muscles when holding urination or menstruation from flowing downward. This is also for women when you are pregnant or after you've had a baby. Your doctor will often recommend you engage your Kegel muscles. And that is the same engagement of the Kegels or the pelvic floor. So you may be well practiced if you've had a child in engaging the Moolabanda already. In the beginning, you may also contract the anus when you're contracting the Moolabanda. However, with practice, you will be able to relax the anus and isolate, engaging only the pelvic floor. And if you've ever picked up anything heavy or marched up a heavy, steep flight of stairs, the body naturally engages the Moolabanda. Let's practice engaging the Moolabanda together. So let's begin by engaging that pelvic floor and feeling that energy rising up. And we'll engage it together, and let's hold that engagement, bringing the in upward sensation, feeling the pelvic floor lifting up, and breathe a couple breaths here. Keeping it engaged. One more breath, keeping that Moolabanda engaged, that pelvic floor engaged and rising up. And on the exhale, let's release. Very good job. Let's do that one more time to practice really feeling and isolating that pelvic floor, those Kegel muscles, that perineum. So let's exhale together. And on that inhale, let's engage that Moolabanda, that pelvic floor. Feeling that sensation, that upward movement, and breathe 3 breaths. Keeping it engaged. Beautiful job. One more breath while we maintain that lift. And on the exhale, let's release. You can really feel it as you release as well. Beautiful job. We move on to the Uddiyana Bandha, or diaphragm lock. The Uddiyana Bandha is when we bring the belly in and upward. Uddiyana means rise up. Therefore, we rise up and engage the diaphragm. This bandha has a greater upward force than the Moolabanda. However, together with the Moolabanda, this creates a powerful lock upward. You can create this upward movement in the Uddiyana Bandha by bringing the abdominal wall, the belly, and the abdominal organs in towards the spine and up. In and up. Beautiful. You may use this movement when you are making your waistline look slimmer. Maybe when you've taken a photo and you want to look a little slimmer. You're bringing that belly in and up. The benefits of engaging the Uddiyana Bandha is improved digestion. It soothes abdominal discomfort, provides a massage of the internal muscles and organs of the low back. Let's practice feeling this bandha together. So we're going to exhale together. And on the inhale, bringing that belly, the belly button, everything in towards the spine and bringing that upward motion. And breathe 3 breaths while we keep this engaged. And one more breath. And releasing that bandha. Beautiful job. Let's practice that one more time so you really feel that Uddiyana Bandha, bringing that core, the belly button, the internal organs in and up. So let's exhale. On the next inhale, bringing that belly in towards the spine and up towards the diaphragm. Beautiful. And let's breathe. We're still breathing in the belly, but we still have that upward and inward motion. One more breath. And letting it go on the exhale. Beautiful job. And our third bandha, the Jarondalabanda, the throat lock. Jarondalabanda has also been called the chin lock because we bring the chin inward to engage the throat in this lock. Jal means throat. Dara means flow or stream. When we engage the Jalandhara, we lock the energy flow through the nerves and vessels of the neck area. This bandha is engaged along with the Kachari mudra, curling the tongue to rest on the roof of the mouth. This creates an intensifying effect. To engage Jalandhara, you bring the chin in towards your throat. You can feel this action if you were trying to pull the chin back to create a double chin. The benefits of engaging the Jalandhara is balancing the thyroid. It regulates metabolism and relieves stress. So let's practice Jalandhara together. And we are going to add to intensify the effect, the Kakari mudra. So let's bring that chin in. Let's take that tongue on the roof of the mouth. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. One more breath. And letting it go. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time so we can really feel that lock. Let's exhale together. On the inhale, bring that chin in. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. And breathe. One more breath. And letting it go. Beautiful job. Our last bandha, the Mahabanda or ultimate bandha. Mahabanda is when you engaged all 3 bandhas discussed above simultaneously. The correct order of engagement is to first engage the Moolabanda, then engage the Jarondalabanda, and finally engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. To release Moolabanda, it is recommended to release in the reverse order, releasing the Uddiyana Bandha first, then the Jarondalabanda, and lastly, our Moolabanda, our Rootlock. While practicing asana yoga practices and pranayama, you can add the engagement of the bandhas to heighten and intensify the benefits of your yoga practice. Some postures you can hold all three bandhas easily, and some postures may limit holding certain bandhas. Do your best to hold Mahabanda, all three bandhas, and relax if one bandha is not able to be engaged fully. So let's practice the Mahabanda by engaging all three bandhas. So let's exhale together. Beautiful. Let's engage that Moolabanda, that Rootlock, that pelvic floor, bringing that in and up. The Jarondalabanda. Chin is in, tongue on the roof of the mouth. And finally, this Uddiyana Bandha. And let's take 3 deep breaths with all 3 bandhas engaged. One more breath. And on the exhale, letting them all go. Beautiful job. Let's try one more time. The Mahabanda, engaging all 3 bandhas. And we'll release them in the recommended order as well. I forgot that. So let's engage our Moolabanda, Jalandhara, Kachari Mudra with the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Uddiyana Bandha, belly in and up. And breathe 3 breaths. Two. Third breath. And as we release, we're going to release the Uddiyana Bandha. And we're going to release the Jarondalabanda. And finally, the Moolabanda. Beautiful job. And to add the engagement of the bandhas while practicing your yoga practice as well as pranayama practice is a way to increase the benefits of our yoga practice. Also, increase the spiritual and physical benefits of a yoga practice. I hope this discussion on Moolabanda has been helpful and that you are able to use the bandhas during your yoga practices and pranayama practices whenever you're able to. Thank you for your time today and wishing you a most beautiful and blessed day. Namaste.